Hello, boys and girls. Have you ever been interested in killing children in video games? Has it ever bothered you that in games like Fallout, you weren't allowed to kill the kids everywhere? Well, if you have been, I'm sorry to say, but you're a psychopath. Nah, I'm kidding. It's just a video game. But the whole reason there hasn't been any mainstream games to feature child murdering is because that makes a huge target for skeptics who likes to blame everything that goes wrong on whatever they don't know much about. Well, I just found this article on this site called Gearburn. I've never heard of it before, so I'm not sure how reliable it is, but apparently, Fallout New Vegas almost contained a quest called Lone Wolf, where there is supposed to be a lone wolf radio station that has insane ramblings, as the article describes, until 11 p.m. in-game, where it would just stop. Then at 3 a.m. a child would come on the radio. A different child comes on the radio every day. Listening to it at this time would supposedly start a quest where you would either find the wolf and kill him, or join him and kill a kid. If you succeed in doing so, you would unlock a perk, allowing you to kill other children in-game throughout the whole gaming world. Now, it was supposed to be very gruesome and very hard to achieve, but it was still apparently part of the original game. The whole idea was scrapped, probably because they thought it would cause a hell of a lot of backlash and controversy, and all that remains is there's Lone Wolf Radio Shack, which seems to be completely abandoned in the middle of nowhere. I'll leave a link to the article in the description if you're interested in reading it. Again, I don't know how reliable this news is. Apparently it came off of Reddit when some user supposedly leaked a document. This information has not been confirmed by Obsidian Entertainment, the developers of Fallout New Vegas, and if it is true, I highly doubt they ever will admit to it. Here's what I think. The internet is a huge place, and it's sometimes hard to tell truths from lies. It's quite possible this whole thing is just a troll trying to gain attention or start another internet myth, but who knows? It could be legit, like the Atari ET cartridges that were buried in the middle of the desert in, where was it, Nevada, Arizona, something like that. But I like to have an open mind about things. I could totally see how this could be a part of the original game. They thought it would be interesting and that it would add more depth to the game, which it would, but then at the last moment they thought, hey, that's not really a great idea. It would definitely cause a lot of uproar. If that's the case, then they were totally right. And that's great for forward thinking. Personally, I wouldn't really care if they left it in the game or not. A game is a game, and apparently this quest was hard to achieve, so not many people would even try to go after it. However, I know that it would cause a hell of a lot of controversy and complaints. Remember Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? There was originally going to be a mission or a minigame or something like that that portrayed your character having sex with another non-playable character. Rockstar scrapped it at the last second, so it was still in the code, it was locked away. However, a modder found a way to unlock this code, but it only had the characters doing the nasty with their clothes on. It still caused a huge uproar and the game had to be rated AO for a while, which isn't something most games get to do. All because of a silly little mod that had nothing to do with the actual story. I imagine the same thing would have been done with Fallout New Vegas if they had left this mission in the game at all. That's why it's completely gone and why Obsidian won't say anything about it. Now again, I'm not saying this is true, I'm just saying there's no reason why it can't be true. It's still interesting nonetheless. So what do you think? Do you believe Obsidian originally planned to have child killing missions in Fallout New Vegas? And if so, how would you react? That's all for today. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments. I'm always open to new perspectives. I'm happy to hear what others have to say. If you have a new suggestion for a video, private message me on YouTube, Facebook, or in person, and I'll take it into consideration and maybe even add it to the list of potential topics if I think it's interesting enough. Goodbye, children.